Today I want to show you how I create these little mini books. Obviously heavily inspired by Paper Palace Queen over on Instagram, and I couldn't resist having a go at making my own because obviously grungy is my thing. So today I'm going to take you through how I make one of these using hessian as a base. So let's go. So you only want to grab all of your scraps, your grungy little scraps of fabric, lace, muslin, all that sort of stuff, and your paper scraps. So obviously I have a few, and I'm using this as my pages, which is an old photo album book. You may have seen this if you're one of my members. You'll have seen this flip through of all these photos. I've got some big paper scraps, and I've got my little box of goodies that I dig into. I want to make a little bit of a dent in those. So the first thing you need is, if you want to make one, is some hessian sack. And this bit of the sack is where there's different layers. So it's like the edge of the sack, and you can just cut like pages. Oh no, they're not pages yet. I'm going to show you how to turn them into pages. So what you want first is to think about your cover, maybe, which is probably going to be this. And I quite like and I'm wondering if I can, yes, it rips very nicely. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Okay, so it's a bit on there. It's a bit thin, so we're not going to use that. But that will be my first page. I know, it's just so easy. You're going to love it. And then you just sort of get into your scraps. Let's have a look at the big pieces, see what we can use. This is just something that went wrong when I was trying to paint, and I'm thinking I might fold that in half and use that as a page. Oh, stickers that I've just gel printed on. And this is a page of just paint. I've just painted it. So let's get a few out. And this is a masterboard. So let's have a bit of masterboard. Obviously it's not going to stay that on the back. So the first thing you want to do is just decide, I'm sure this is going to be my cover. And we're going to attach that by stitching. And I am not worried about the size of things. I think I might leave this open. Might pop that in there, and then that will be like another page. You can put one page at the back, you can put another page at the front. It's just like so versatile when you've got that. So this one, I'm just going to take off those edges. I don't like straight edges. I'm not on my own, I know that. Right. Don't want them little bits. I really don't need any more little bits. So what I want to do first is obviously get some ink on the edges. It is grungy after all. So I'll do that and fast motion. Just to make it a bit more grungy. I don't need any on that bottom edge, because it's all naturally that colour. This, yeah, let's get rid of that. That's quite tatty, so we'll leave that. And just to start us off, Obviously your pieces of scraps are going to be different to mine, so just use what you've got. Please don't go out and try and find the same things. Just adapt what you've got in your stash. That's what we like to do. Yeah, I'm making a big mess. So I quite like that as a page. I know, we decorate them. It's fine. They're going to look great. This is a bit of photo paper that I've smooshed. So I might cover the back of that with some of this. And I'm just going to glue bits on top of there like that. I'm going to start with this piece. And I've got a nice clean workspace. So we're going to grab some brown paper to do our messy gluing on. Let's take off that white edge. I've got a spreader because this glue comes out really fast when it comes out. It doesn't come out, then it comes out really fast. Right, we're going to have it upside down because I'm not going to be messing about with that. Let's find something else to put on there. Oh, a nice tag. Oh, we'll keep that out. Some more painty paper. Just bits, that's all. Right, let's just cover these. And I'm just using one of these spatulas to, I can't find my other gluey thing now. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know. But basically, you just grab your scraps and make some pages, and that's it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to not make it all with you, but I'm going to make my pages just like this, and then come back. Let's get that end. And we will do some decorating on top. A little collage. One more thing we need. It's this bit. It's just some, I just make odd bits ready to go on my projects. Basically, that's what I do. Oops. Well, that didn't work. This is just some wallpaper that I had. And I just did some, what do they call it? Not embossing. It's like stenciling with your paste. Oh, you know what it's called. So that will be one of my pages. And I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave it. That's fine. And the other side we will decorate as well. And that's basically what I'm going to do. So I quite like this tag. And I'm thinking maybe I'll put it on here like that, sticking out. And just pick up pieces from your scraps. Completely up to you how you build it. As many layers on as you like. Use your mistakes. The things that you've made that didn't work out. This is your chance to use them. There we go. Just have some fun and play with your scraps, okay? That's all. That's all you need to do. I think I've still got enough on there. if I ever turn the camera off. I will stop and turn the camera off. Okay, my friend Lynn wanted to know how I actually put these books together. So before I carry on any further, I just want to show you. I basically just try and stitch them on my sewing machine. So this one I'm going to have as my front cover. I'd sort of do this and put this in here. And then I'm going to clip it at the ends. You can use any clips that you've got, and basically I'm just going to tie it, get it as tight in as I can. It's very fiddly and very time consuming. Very difficult to show on camera. And you just sort of do this. and then I will stitch down there. Yes, it is that fiddly. So I just want to get a few stitches in the centre to hold it. And I'm going to do a zigzag. Oop, that's that one. And we'll see if it's going to work. Oh, I'm tangled up. Let's see if this is going to hold. It's not a very big piece here. So we're going to put a few in. Okay. As far as we can go. And then turn round and come back up. And I hope you can see. I'm just going to try and turn it a little bit because now I'm sort of the wrong side. And my big spine is in the way. That's as far as I can go. The longer pieces are a bit easier. As you can see, I've only got a bit of it. So I'm going to take these off. And then I'll try and get the two ends in as well. It's not an exact science. It's very grungy. And you do have to be careful not to get the bits from underneath, because if you attach it to the next page, then you haven't got a page to put your next, you haven't got a bit to put your next page on. Do you see what I mean? It's very confusing. Right, as you can see, I've now got this piece which is interfering with that one coming over. So I'm just gonna take that off. Like I said, not an exact science. So the next page goes on. Maybe we'll put this one on. It does get easier when they're bigger. Okay, so same thing. I might just try clipping the top and then coming up from the bottom. Are you ready? Let's see what we can do with this one. Try and get all these lovely grungy frayed bits in. And we're going to go forwards, bit back. Don't let this one go in, don't get the next one in there. You have to keep all the others out the way. Take that off. Okay, so now we've got 2 pages. 1, 2. Still catching on there, so we are going to take a bit more off there. And that's how it goes, really. Right. Do you want to see me do another page? See, it's getting easier. We're going to put this page on. This is a big page and I've made a flap on this one already. So we're going to pop that one on. Which way should we have it? Should we have it this way? Should we have it that way? That's the flap. It's got to go there. Just attach it at the bottom. So I'm trying to sort of show you, but it's quite tricky. Right. So you grab there. This is out the way. Everything else has to be out of the way. Make sure you're not catching any of your other pages. Ah, there we go. And the final page is going to be this double. Oh, I think we'll just add that actually onto somewhere else. So we're going to leave that as our back for a minute. And I'm going to show you from a better angle. There's lots of fluff. We'll put that one in just 2 seconds. So you've got a front. You've got pages inside, and you've got this back page, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do on that yet, so I want to leave that. But this one I can add. It's like an extra page, so I can pop this onto there, and all I need to do is stitch down there, and it's like another page in your book. Okay, so I mean that I can hand stitch that. I have some black thread. I'm not sure if hand stitch. You could probably hand stitch the whole lot. You never know. I might have a go at doing that. But you can, if you don't have sewing machine, have a go at hand stitching it if you are desperate to make one. And it's not very thick. Yeah, don't do that. That won't work. There we go. It's very easy to go through. If it's too thick and you can't get through, then just poke it with a pokey tool first. But mine isn't very thick, so I can do this. And just do a little running stitch. Oops. Actually, it doesn't matter where you come up, because it's grungy. Just make sure you're not caught. And just go down. There's no rules for this. Absolutely no rules. This is junk journaling at its most basic. This is just real junk that I have just left. It's been other projects I've done, and just scraps that have ended up in a tin that I want to use up. You just throw them all together and it will be unique. There won't be another one like it. If you haven't got the hessian, you can always make yourself one out of fabric. You can just put a lot of fabric together. I'll show you in a second what I mean. And tie a big knot at the bottom. Sometimes I put a button on there where I've finished, just for something different, and I will add lots more onto this. If you want to see me decorating this little journal, then do let me know. I'm quite happy to do that with you. It does take me quite a while, so it would probably be like a little process video, just craft with me sort of thing. But that is how I do my hessian spine scrappy journals. As you can see, I've done one here. There's bits on everything. This one I've done out of fabric, and it's just a piece of fabric, and I've added signatures which are fabric pieces with pages attached to them like that. This one I've sewn straight in. This is a page, and I've sewn that straight through to the fabric spine. I think this one's the same. Just sewn straight in. This has got a paper spine. So, as you can see, you can do whatever you like. This one I've tried to do one of those stitches, you know, the spine stitches. I've made holes in everything and just stitched through each one. I can't remember what it's called. It's Copic or something, stitching. So, and I've just stitched them together like that. So you can do it that way. Find your own way. That's what I'm saying. It's just, there's so many different ways that you can make these little books. And it's just using scraps. So go and have some fun with your scraps. Okay? And I will see you very soon. Bye for now.